We got to get to the last topic. All right, it's getting a little late. The last topic. Great points, by the way.
Yeah.
Especially, Boss. I never thought about it the way you wrapped it up in the end, but great points. But the last subject, all right. What does it mean to be black?
Tell us, Nate, what does it mean to be?
Shit, I don't know.
I don't fucking know, bro.
What does it mean to being black? Went through this as a child. I wasn't black enough to be considered black. I was too dark to be considered white. You need to stay tuned because you might disagree with what I'm gonna say, but hey, it's better be pissed off than pissed on.
What does it mean to be black is simply... That's it, bro. I don't know. That's it. That's black right there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I don't know.
A lot of times, we as black people, man, we are our own enemies. We're the only group of people who continuously put down our own people. And for what?
All this extra stuff, man, that y'all be trying to put on this black man. You gotta be in the struggle and all the other stuff to be black, man, like they tried to do with Phoebe Gates or Phoebe Gates' boyfriend or whatever. They tried to come for him, talking about he not black because he didn't know the struggle and he come from money and all that. Bro, ain't nobody trying to hear all that, bro. You was born with this skin, bro. You black. It don't matter if you got a proper talk or whatever, bro. You black, bro. So y'all need to dead that shit, man. But we gonna get to it. Don't worry about it.
And back what Pat was saying with, he wasn't black enough to be black, but he wasn't white enough to be white. See, that's more of that old house Negro slave mentality that they tried to separate us with. We got to get away from that. At the end of the day, like Bossy said, you're black, you're black. And for Nate, yeah.
You tapped in with the four kings. You rocking with the four kings.
Like we say that because Bossy, take lead on.
Hey, man. What it means to be black, man, is simply just being a black person in America, man. It's just as simple as that. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm sorry, black community. We got to do something about this, bro. I'm talking to y'all, man. We got to do something about this, bro. This whole you ain't black if you don't do X, Y, Z, or you ain't black if you didn't have this and you didn't go through this pain and all that, bro. Come on, we already a minority and we want to cut our numbers even shorter because somebody didn't come up the same way you came up. That's stupid. I want to see just like you see a black rich family somewhere. I want to be proud for them.
Yes.
Cause I want to say, see, we can do it.
We can do it.
Right?
Yeah,
we can do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, oh, he ain't black.
Because sell out.
Right. Yeah. How are you a sellout? That's what that's supposed to be the American dream. Mm-hmm. Aren't you American? You are American. Listen, when I joined the army, right?
Yeah. Some
of my closest friends that I grew up with told me, "Oh, you joining that white man's army?" What? Wait. Because I was under the impression that it says U.S. Army, not white man's army. It's U.S. Army, right?
Big facts.
I'm an American, born and raised. My mom was born and raised in America. My grandma born and raised in America. My great-grandma. We are Americans. Whatever you want to feel about that, we are Americans. If you don't want to be an American, brothers, we have the money now in the black community that we can go buy an island if we wanted to and take all the black folks out of America and go live on this island. I'm not saying go back to Africa.
And you can call it Ebonetia.
I ain't gonna say go back to Africa. I'm not gonna say that.
Wakanda.
You know what I'm saying? We can call it Blacklandia. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But there is plenty of either unmanned islands that can be purchased, right? Or there's islands where there's very little population there. Take over that island and make it your own. Them people ain't gonna care. You know, they barely doing anything right now as it is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Go and take over that island and live there and stop being American. Right? Start your own country and build it up from there. And I guess we'll see how it work out. But we are American, bruh. We are American. If you don't want to be in America, find out wherever country your ancestry is from and fucking go there, bro. I don't know what to tell you. But at the end of the day, I'm an American, so the U.S. Army is, you know what I'm saying? That's what. So when people try to clown me, I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? That don't make sense to me, dog.
So I'm not black because I went to the army to fight for a country
right.
that you live in and I live in and
Right.
your family.
That don't make sense to me.
Let's just keep being repressed. Is that the right word?
Oppressed.
Oppressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oppressed.
He's getting there, y'all. He's getting there.
He getting there. We teaching him, dog. We teaching him, man. We teaching.
That's our boy. That's our boy.
Yeah, that's my boy though, man. But yeah, man, we gotta get away from this, man. Just because, man, you doing better or you want to hate or whatever the case may be. Don't you want to see more of us doing good things?
Exactly.
Do you only want to see us on the news killing people? Or somebody getting thrown in jail for something stupid, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the only thing that makes you black is Lil Ray got locked up again because he black.
And you know what? Damn it, Cameron. I'ma say it. Kill me in the comments. I could give a damn. How the hell you expect another group of people to care about us when we don't care about us? I ain't mad at another group of people if they say, well, I don't care. All right, let me give you an example. Let's say I go to a house, and when I open the door, I see a little child, and that child is throwing juice on the wall. The child is beating up the cat, and the parents are just like, I'm good. I'm not going to care what that child doing. I may go, hey, what are you doing? But when I notice the parents don't care, why should I care? It's the same way everybody feel about our community. They're like, well, look at what y'all doing. Why should I care about it? Y'all don't even care about it. And I don't freaking blame them.
Right.
Say what you want to say.
Right.
But being black is just not about the negative stuff. We don't ever talk about the good stuff. That shit pisses me off because like Pat was saying, which we about to get into him next, the colorism thing. Oh, well, you must have been one of the field house people out in the field. You a little dark. Or you must have been one of the house Negroes because you're a little light. No, at the end of the day, if a foreign entity come to this thing and attack America, they're not going to say, we're not going to kill you because you are a white American. No, they're going to kill everybody because you're an American. And especially black. They're not going to say, you know what? We're not going to touch you because you may look black, but you're not really. No, you're going to die. So this crap it pisses me off. We don't have to be known just for negative stereotypes. And life don't have to be a struggle. You're supposed to make it so your children live a better life than you.
Right.
You're not supposed to be jealous of your child. You're supposed to want your child to be better looking, stronger, smarter, more women, more whatever, more status than you could ever think of. And you should be happy for that. You should not want them to not have that.
Right.
And because somebody else have it does not mean that they're not black enough. Because somebody may speak eloquently or they may have hobbies or they like to listen to music or go to watch films and do stuff other than the stereotypical shit that they say we do, does not make them less black. That's our fucking problem.
They speak properly or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not black. Come on, man.
Come on. That's all I got. Ran
All
over.
right, okay, I'm gonna take it a different angle.
Okay.
Had a conversation earlier with someone,
Yep.
and I raised the question, what is being black? 'Cause I really didn't understand the question when the topic came up. So I even had to reach out to you like, hey,
Yeah.
WTF? What are you talking about? 'Cause I really know what you was getting at.
Yeah.
So, and it was real eye-opening. Black is being uncomfortable in every position you put in. Think about that. Think about it. Every position you're put in, that's being black.
Yeah.
You walk into a restaurant where they think you can't afford it, you're uncomfortable. You go up for a job interview, they think you're not qualified based on other candidates, you're uncomfortable.
Yep.
Okay?
Now, are you saying that's the way you're supposed to be, or are you saying that's just the way it is?
No, that's how it has become history. You look at it. We're put in uncomfortable situations
Right.
everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter whether you're my shade of black, your shade of black, or even the lightest black person in the room.
Yeah.
But, and I had to look at it, I was like, damn, it kind of hit home. Even with joining the military. You walk into a recruiter station, you're uncomfortable.
I thrive in those.
It's certain,
I
but
don't
it's
mind
just a
walking
situation
into
you're
a
put
restaurant.
in.
Yeah.
It's how they try to make you feel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to make
I
you
feel
feel.
you. Yeah.
So
As a black person. Why? I have the vaguest idea.
I get what you're saying.
You-
You're
you-
saying the black experience. Okay. What I'm saying is somebody, say you're a light-skinned brother, right?
Correct.
Well, you ain't really black. Well, why not? Who told you that? That's what I'm talking about.
That's
The
ignorance.
colorism shit.
That's ignorance.
Because we know how much money you make, right? And you probably live in a good neighborhood, right? You light skinned.
Yeah.
You drive a nice car.
Yeah,
you ain't black.
Hey, it is what it is.
But how though?
Your kids is in college, right? They doing well on their own. You got a child in the military, correct?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They doing well. That ain't black. What are you doing, bro? Hey,
That's just ignorance.
you already too light skinned as it
Ignorance,
is.
hey.
Say it again.
Half white
Ignorance.
privilege.
Yeah, black, white privilege.
And then
Go.
for all the listeners who don't know what ignorance means,
Yeah.
it's not knowing.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
So we get the word ignorant like, oh, it's stupidity or dumb. No, it's not knowing.
You
Not
basically
knowing.
you just don't know. Yeah.
You just don't know. So don't get confused with being stupid or dumb or just doing dumb shit. It's not knowing.
Yeah.
That's what ignorance is. That's what I'm referring to. It's just ignorance. We don't know. A lot of people don't know.
yeah.
That's
But,
what I mean by
I
being
mean-
uncomfortable in a situation.
That-
To this day, to me, that's how some establishments still want it. They want us to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They try to get us out of character.
But that's exactly my point of why I don't get uncomfortable.
Exactly.
I don't care. I walk into a restaurant and everybody get to looking like I don't belong here. I know what's in my pocket. I know this card gon'
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work.
Approved.
I'm gonna swipe. It's gonna approve
Approved.
when I finish my meal. I don't care what look you give me. I'm not gonna make no scene because that's probably what you want me to do as a
Exactly.
black person. I don't care about none of that. I'm in Roof Chris. I'm in Roof Chris. I want that seat right there.
A la carte everything.
Right? I want how much that steak is. You know what? I don't even care how much that steak is because I know I got it.
So you're saying how the black community looks at you, or are you saying how the white community
Well,
looks at
of going off of what he's saying of being wanting you to feel uncomfortable by looking at you as someone who is not black, thinking that you don't belong here. Because I mean, to be real, because the Roof Chris I went to was in Memphis, right? And in Memphis, there's a lot of black folks there that don't make much money, right? So a lot of them probably don't belong in there unless they trying to apply for a job or something. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I walk in there, I come in there I go in there with a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? I want to sit at the bar. If I'm by myself, I always sit at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a Dos Equis and a shot of a Hennessy or something. You know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And I want that steak, and I want this, and I want, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, this debit card this Navy Federal about to swipe, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
So a lot of times we say, well, this person isn't black enough because we related to struggle or a misconception on how they look, colorism, right?
Right.
But I always say this, me and Bossy say this all the time. Being black should not always be associated with struggle. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you can ignore it. You're still going to have trials and tribulations. But an example that I'm going to leave y'all with. Imagine you in a boat and the boat is new. Somebody come kidnap you, take the boat. They poke holes in the boat. They leave you in the boat as the boat is filling up with water. Mm-hmm. What do? Do you complain? Man, it ain't my fault. They poke holes in my boat. The reason why my boat is about to sink is because they poked holes in it. You could, but what's going to happen if you don't fix it?
You dead.
You're going to drown.
You out of
So
there,
that's
big
what
dog.
I'm saying. I get it. A lot of black people in America, a majority of black people in America, yes, we do have a history that may have put us in a situation we in. So it's not our fault. But it's 100% your responsibility to fix it. Or you just gonna sit in the boat and drown. What you gonna do? Complain about the guy who put the holes in the boat? Or are you gonna fix the boat and get out of it? That's all I'm trying to say. And just because you may be in a boat with holes in it, i.e. you may have problems in your life, and this other person who in another boat, another black person who don't have the holes, does not make him less blacker. It's just maybe he fixed his hole and he didn't complain like you are. That's all I'm trying to get you to realize. Just because you may see somebody doing better than you does not always mean that they didn't come from a struggle. Some of the most successful people came from struggle. So I get tired of that.
They just didn't sit back and complain. They
Yeah, they
actually
fixed it.
did something about their struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period.
That's like the analogy. Dog pedal till you learn how to swim.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or you can just say, I can't swim and die. Make a choice.
What you gonna do?
I'm dog paddling.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm dog peddling. I'm feeling it. I'm trying to fill them holes up.
You hear things like, how can we stop racism? Mm-hmm. And it's parenting, and I can prove it because for example, on my grandpa's side, my great uncle, he was a Grand Dragon in the KKK. Mm. My grandma's side of the family, she's from Hazard, Kentucky, and my dad, he grew up in a small town in Michigan. He was racist. It was all white school. He was racist, and that was his way of thinking for a while.
Yeah.
And anytime a black person would come to school, they would do all they could to get them, for them to leave.
Yeah.
And then I still remember this. My dad told me, he said, that was very wrong of me to think that way. Mm. And he's like, he said he made a black friend, and he said it was the best friend you've ever met. Mm-hmm. And that always stuck with me. And where was I going to go with that?
It's good. It's great, brother. It's
like it's as long as you show me respect, I'm going to show you respect. I don't care what your culture is. I love all cultures. Like,
right.
I want to learn as much as I can about all cultures. Like, I learned in Thai. I learned in Thai culture, Arabic. I'm trying to learn Arabic. Mm-hmm. I'm hanging out with you guys. I learn out a little bit about black culture. Like you said, if you pull out gum and you're around black people, you better give everybody gum.
you better offer somebody to come, boy.
And all of y'all that saying something, he's fucking right. I don't care what you say. He's absolutely right. Yeah. Last thing, and I'm really not gonna say nothing after this. We just got to do better, man. At the end of the day,
Got to do better.
At the end of the day, if you know what I like seeing when I go on Facebook and I saw the black kid, I can't remember his name. I had to say black kid. Had the highest IQ ever, greater than Albert Einstein, greater than every genius that's ever been alive. Mm-hmm. When you notice that most of the stuff that we have to deal with, the cell phone, the laptop, internet, 1G and 2G were both created by black people, but they don't get the credit because the patent was brought by a white person, right? But what I'm saying is, let's start relating what we like to see to good stuff. Like, instead of looking at the latest twerk video, or the latest rapper video, or the latest guy talking about stuff that's not going to bring us success, how about we start paying attention to the stuff that gets swept under the rug, to be honest? A genius kid, nobody cares. Mm-hmm. A child that may have invented something, nobody cares. A child in Africa that invented an airplane that flies off of radio frequencies. That exists. But that will never be on nothing trending. Nobody will ever be talking about that. But he's not black, but he's from Africa, the home of where everybody came from, to be honest. And you trying to tell me he ain't black just because he's smart enough to build a plane that goes off of radio frequency, not even fuel? We got to do better.
Got to do better, though. You got something else, though?
Oh, no, that's it.
All right. Well, hey, this has been a good night. But one thing, though, off the subject completely. Now, I want y'all to listen to me and be honest. He know what I'm going to say. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. I know y'all see him with his little sweater on, but I want y'all to be honest with me.
Oh, bro.
If you got a choice, now keep it real. Goodness. Now, keep it real now. Tell me that the greatest house in Harry Potter ain't Hufflepuff. Tell me.
That ain't it?
That ain't it. That ain't it, kid. That ain't it, kid.
What the hell is a Hufflepuff?
Look,
not the greatest house. That's what.
Like some badass cotton candy.
Champion with